Dark Side Phil. So Dark Side Phil, initially, he came out with a cope the night of the Dented Zone being out. During his daily rap in the final 3 minutes, he said, I'm going to address this now so I don't have to address it when I come back on Sunday. And he went on and called us gay, etc., etc. Then, when he came back on Sunday, he did another big fucking coping and seething and crying about how he was eternal and he's going to be here long after we're gone. And we're like, we hope so, Phil. The documentary is about that, or the movie is about that. It's about how you're going to be trapped on a hamster wheel of your own creation, tortured forever, begging for money hand to mouth until the day that you fucking die, Phil. Mm-hmm. So that he said that would be the final response, but it wasn't. So now we're on the third response, which is also supposed to be the final response. It's in our meltdown folder.
It's in the meltdown.
No.
Oh my
and here we go. So pretty much every time Phil plays Truck Sim, he brings up Kino Casino. He tries to say that he doesn't ever bring us up. It's only when people bring us up, blah, 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 blah. But he does it all the time.
Meltdown folder.
Here comes the continuing meltdowns of DSP.
I don't know why it stopped filling.
It's so boring.
That's a lot of gas. $500 to fill the gas? Dang.
He doesn't know the gas prices because he doesn't drive regularly.
By the way, he's complaining about fake money.
Yeah, he always is complaining. He's always negative. He's always toxic.
He's broke even in game.
Yes.
Good night, Eva Cowboy fan. Okay, let's now go sleep. And I got a final thoughts for tonight.
Here he goes. Final thoughts. Oh. He's been trying to hold it back this whole time, right? He's been trying to avoid crashing out about the casino again, but he can't help himself. He can't.
Yo, bro. He made 1,000 kicks, and it's like fucking his 100 subs.
Whoa, buddy! Whoa, it's
we appreciate it. We appreciate it, but he's acting like, could you believe it?
Can you believe it?
1,000 kicks from Jack of Knives.
He's like celebrating. So he believes because he got this $10 that he's a successful streamer.
Okay.
And he's winning and he's king and this proves us wrong.
All right, we need some subs, folks. Let's get them.
Over on Kick, thank you to Jack of Knives for 1,000 kicks. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Holy
Let's save up.
Oh,
it's
my
so
God.
low energy, man. It's like, just terrible, buddy.
It's like we're kidnapped, you know?
It is. It is.
Done. Jack of Knives, thank you so much. Let's get that on the leaderboard as well. Although, shockingly, not the biggest kicks of the night. We had a lot of kicks tonight.
Shockingly.
He had a lot of kicks tonight, guys. It's shocking that he received $10. He just can't fucking believe it, guys. He's in disbelief. He's a real success, though.
Shockingly. Shockingly.
All right, so let's save the game I did, right? Another Truck Sim stream down. Another great chill one.
Oh, no. He failed the goal today, huh?
Oh, no. He missed the goal, but I thought he was such a success.
Yeah, and he raged.
I thought he was winning. Oh, that's tough, Phil.
Right, I hope that you guys had fun with me. Let's double check.
No one had any fun, Phil. No one did. Busted Fuse for 25
subs. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And frontotemporal dementia for 5 subs. There's a whole Phil goal right there between those two donos. What Phil was unable to accomplish, we just got just like that. Suffer, Philip.
Let's fucking go.
Check that I saved. I'm pretty sure I just did, but just in case, because I fucked up.
Thank you, guys.
I just have one quick thing to say before you all take off for tonight. Some of you saying you're taking off. I just got one thing to add to end the stream tonight, all right? First of all, cheers, everyone. Another chill stream together. Or it was another good one.
It was so good, guys.
Now,
here it comes.
Here's what I would like to say. Let's actually quit out of the game.
Here comes the cope.
Is a little loud, right? What did I say on Friday night? Before I left.
Wait, let me guess. I would like to place a guess, please.
Go ahead.
He is saying that because he hit the goal, that he was right and we failed.
Yeah. That's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
Show me cope.
On the Daily Wrap, what did I say? What did I say? I said,
Phil, in our video, we didn't start with disclaimer, this will end Phil and he will never hit a goal again.
It's not to end Phil.
No, dude.
It's to make fun of Phil. It's to show Phil's life for exactly what it is and just have fun. That's and entertain people, Phil.
If we start with
this is Phil's win condition. He is just existing. So, well, I'm not dead yet, and I made like dozens of dollars today, bish. Oh, okay.
To be fair, though,
wow, buddy,
that was Ralph's win condition too, but that's dwindled.
Well,
the win condition's not that anymore. I don't feel like it.
It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people do. It doesn't matter about any of this nonsense on the internet at all.
So he goes, it doesn't matter what people say or what they do. It's just I'm going to cry about it time after time after time, saying I'm not going to give these guys attention. I'm not going to respond. It doesn't matter. But then I'm going to respond again and again and again, thus proving that it is rent-free and it does matter because it affects you. See, Phil, it may not have affected any of your dents or any of the dent tractors or weens who want to puppet master you, but it certainly did affect you. And we can see that by the fact that you've quit wearing Hawaiian shirts. You've crashed out about this on 4 separate occasions. You've been banning everybody who brings up the memes from it. You're rattled, bro. We can all fucking tell. And we're getting amazing content from this, from you crashing out. It's amazing.
I know some people go, oh, it's boring. I love this. Honestly, it is his streams do put you in a zen state of like, like relaxation and sleepiness. It's great.
It doesn't affect me. Okay? Seriously, it just doesn't. Okay. None of it bothers me. I don't pay any attention
otherwise
to
you
it,
wouldn't be saying anything.
Along, and we do well.
You're not though. You're still coping. Like you hitting goals or making money on your stream, it has no impact on whether or not you were affected by it or not. The proof that you're affected by it is in the fact that you keep addressing it over and over and over again because you're desperate to control the narrative.
So let's see. Yesterday, today, man, let me tell you, I've really been crushed. I've been emotionally destroyed. Everything's going so horribly destroyed.
But
like, I don't know, like just because you got a couple $100 from some dummies on the internet doesn't mean you weren't emotionally affected. That's not a real argument, Phil. The fact that you said that it's the final response like 4 different times and it's still not the final response and you're apparently talking about it again for the 5th time.
Doing?
I think it's over 80,000 views now. It's like 84,000.
Definitely. Let me just double check though the exact number because I think it's moving. It's moving up. It's our fastest moving video. 89.8K.
Ooh,
Number 1 ranking view. Yeah. Wow. That's huge. That is a huge fucking video. Wow.
Horribly for me, right? Things are just falling apart at the seams. Man, I can't take it. Remember? It's like every time that one of these dumb things.
If I knew the movie would end your career, we wouldn't film the movie because we would lose content.
We want you to stay around as an infinite content creation machine.
You know?
A lol cow to be milked and laughed at, buddy. There are people who do want Phil to go away and want Phil to die and all this shit. Well, that's not what we want. We want Phil to be around forever, to be laughed at. May you live forever, Philip. May you live forever, my friend.
Yeah.
To beg day after day after day.
You know, like, I'll say one thing. I was reading a comment on Duty streams, and they're like, I hope he never makes money again and loses everything. And I'm just like, then there's no Phil to watch and make fun of.
Lord Deckham says he hopes he can never. Phil's never going to retire. Phil's going to be doing this until the day that he dies because Phil is incapable of saving a fucking penny.
Buddy.
Every Dark Side Phil, part of what the movie is about is that Phil could be handed $1 billion and it would slip through his fingers. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars DSP gets. It will all be wasted on garbage, and he will return to poverty and living hand to mouth.
But he is felting us right now, because apparently he's maxed out his fucking weights.
Buddy. The cope of it all.
Happened?
Do we have it in the folder?
Not that clip in particular, but we do have clips of him about his lifting art.
Do you want to tell them about the max?
Well, so Phil claims he's maxed out his weights at 52 pounds. Total. So he has 2 dumbbells that are each 26 pounds, which is a weird number. you know, which leads me to think he's lying about it even being that amount of weight. But this guy's trying to flex curling 26 pounds. It's like, I remember freshman year of high school. Like, holy fuck, man.
He was doing bicep flexes for $5 tonight.
It never ends with this guy.
It's supposed to be the end for Darkside Phil, right?
No, it's
oh
not.
My God. Did you hear that so-and-so said this?
Phil,
So-and-so's going to do this.
Phil, I've had to calm you down about June the King's documentary because you thought it was going to end your career. And I told you, no, Phil, it doesn't matter what happens to you. The bag will continue. There will always be people for you to grift off of, Phil. It's going to be okay. But yet Phil somehow thinks that we're delusional and think that making a parody sketch of him is going to end his career. It's not. It's just going to continue to cement him as the laughingstock lolcow that he is until the end of time.
There's literally, I know we've said it a million times and it's almost like a cliche at this point, but the only person who will cancel you is you. Okay?
Yes.
You can keep going. Like, no
Look
matter
at Phil's
what happens.
face, dude. He looks fucking insane. Like, this is a crazy cope, man.
Okay.
So,
this
look at him,
super
dude, he's just completely detached from reality. That's like the look of a psychotic man.
That's
where
nuts.
he's like, well, just because I can show up here and bag some weird guy for $150, that means that I'm a success and you guys no, Phil. I don't know what to tell you, bud. It doesn't.
So-and-so's coming to get you, Phil. So-and-so's doing a documentary. So-and-so said these horrible things about you. So-and-so made a video about you. And not all of us live
That's
eternally
not Phil's
on the
attitude.
internet.
Well, you
Pause. Phil, you live eternally on the internet, Phil. You stream nearly every day of the week, man. All day, every day. And when you're not streaming in your office, you're 2 a.m. gin posting, drunk as fuck, or playing mobile games on the internet. You were asked by your chat the other day, when was the last time you spoke to a human being in real life other than Kat? And all he could say was, well, there was a DoorDash driver. He waved to his neighbor a week ago. Which goes to show, the guy has no friends. He has no social life. He's a complete fucking hermit. This is his life, man. He is eternally online, and he projects that onto everybody else. Guaranteed. Most of these detractors actually have jobs, social lives. They check in on Phil and laugh at him from time to time, watch some detractor clips, maybe go to Raw Phil when they have the time. But they're guaranteed have more of a real life than Phil has. He doesn't do anything. He is terminally online, and it's just sad.
By the way, sorry for a little a detour. Good news. I know a lot of you are like, oh, he's normie. Why would you talk about this? Moist Critical did a video destroying Hassan, which is like, that's the most normie you can get. And he's saying what we said. Show the collar up to the camera.
Safa Hassan.
Awesome. Nice to
We
see all
got
the everyone's
Liquid
on board.
Dave for a sub. Let's go.
He showed it, Godly Santa. He didn't put it up on the screen. He went like this. There was tape on it. Stop.
Not all of us are so no-life losers.
And then when we saw it, we matched it to
Oh my
a shot
God.
collar, okay?
Projection is insane, Phil. It's you that's the no. Like, look in Phil's eyes. Like, zoom in. Look how miserable he is. This is the man that has no life. He looks like he's about to cry. Like, look at him.
Why does one eye bigger?
Holy. Well, because he's a malformed denthead, my friend.
that all we care about is what drama idiots say on the internet. We enjoy each other's company. We have a good
No,
time. We have
you're
good lives.
creating drama
Does it
right
matter?
now. This is
Well,
very
it's-
dramatic
no,
what he's
doesn't
saying.
affect.
Oh my God, why is he saying
It doesn't
this?
affect me. I'm not affected, says man who's clearly affected and spiraling. Yes.
Yeah.
Me at all. It literally doesn't fucking affect me at all. That's why I don't pay any attention to it, and it actually that's been the way.
He pays more
I'll say
attention to it
this.
than anyone else.
Us and detractor content is what keeps you alive, Phil. You
Yes,
should
be
you should
grateful, buddy.
happy. If no one talked about you, look at Ralph. It's just over when no one's talking
Yes.
about you. You know what I mean? Like, dude, be happy. Like, oh my God.
That I have survived all of it in 17 years, while every moron on the
By
planet.
the way, is surviving winning? You know what
It's
I mean?
not really like a valid win condition. It's like, well, I'm still alive. I'm not in the streets yet, homeless and starving. So I guess I'm winning.
Bro,
No, Phil, that's not winning.
bro, after aim, do you think I was sitting there like, I'm alive, I won? No, I was like, this is the biggest L of all time. I have a big L on my forehead. Like, be self-aware, dude.
Tries to ride my coattails and or get a rise out of people by saying things about me. I'm good. So I just want you to understand that,
By the way,
right?
Ash,
This was, oh my God, I can't.
speaking of L's, you remember failure accomplished?
Yes.
Remember how I said that he died?
Yeah.
So I was wondering about him the other day. I'm like, oh, what are he's up to? I searched him. It's just tons of Reddit posts about his death because,
No.
because I said it.
That's funny, buddy. That's fucking funny. Oh, I'm sure he actually did.
No, I think he's okay. I think he's
Believe
okay.
it. What happened on Friday night? How will Phil ever? Oh no. How will I ever recover from it? I'm good. No one cares. No one
You
cares.
do, though. The thing is, Phil,
In
there's
truth,
over 80,000 people cared enough to watch it, Phil. And it's overwhelmingly, almost universally positive reactions, Phil. So more people care about it than anything that you've done in years and years and years, perhaps ever in your entire career, my friend.
Yep.
So maybe it's time to stop coping.
here's really where the whole drama thing, the drama creation on YouTube, here's where it fails, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Wait. I really want to know this. Okay.
There you go.
Here we
It's the
go.
drama creation. It's not just that Phil creates his own drama and other people point and laugh. It's that we're creating the drama and Phil's, okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see how we failed.
The only way that drama content on YouTube would actually matter is if it actually had an impact.
But Phil, that's not true.
Well, there is an impact.
There isn't it. There's
In
a
my
clear
wallet.
impact on you.
My
yeah,
wallet
I mean, yeah.
is impacted
First of
with
all,
money.
like there's an impact in terms of views, engagement, ad revenue from the video, donations that we received when it was originally live streamed. Not to mention, it's had a clear impact on your psyche. You stopped wearing the Hawaiian shirts. You've crashed out about it 4 different times. You're banning people who post the memes from it in your chat. So I'd say it did have an impact. But what Phil's about to cope and say is, oh, well, it didn't change anyone's mind. Well, yeah, because everybody already thinks you're a pathetic hermit, lol-cow loser who lives every day in paranoid fear, that's a gambling addict that blows all of your money on sweaty JPEGs of wrestlers, and you're an alcoholic in a loveless, potentially abusive relationship with your wife. All we did was cement those ideas in people's minds that it will never change, Phil. That's what we did. And you're never going to change, so that's just the way it's going to be forever, buddy.
Like, for example, let's say someone made a big drama expose on someone, and it actually changed the mentality of how people thought about that person collectively across the internet.
It's impossible to change how people think about Phil because 100% of people already think he's a lolcow.
Yeah.
So all we're doing is just exploiting that, Phil, cementing it.
And literally could not continue to be successful. All right? There's been a few people. I guess you could argue one of them was like, I don't know, EDP, where he was.
Okay, but that he literally got caught by predator poachers.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a pedophile.
That's
like
way
Phil's
different,
like,
bro.
well, at least I'm not a pedophile. Like, it's a very low bar for victory, Phil.
That's like
Oh,
EDP
man.
literally went to someone's house to fuck a child, like, and got Alex
Look
Rosen.
at when you're having to compare yourself to EDP to try and clutch at a W, it's over at that point. Oh man.
Was so heinous what he did, and he got exposed, and that was the end of him, right? Like, he's never coming back. He's tried. It's not working. He's never coming back. No one's ever going to care about EDP
I think he
ever
tried
again.
coming back, right?
He's tried to come back a number of times on Facebook and other YouTube channels, and he just gets banned every time. Doesn't really get much traction.
Good. Fuck him.
I've never done anything bad to any caliber where people would
Like,
hate my
you
guts.
didn't
where people
molest
would-
a child. Like, Phil, people do hate your guts, though, Phil. Like, people do hate you, Phil, more than they hate most people. He's like, look at I don't know.
I didn't molest the child, so I won.
No, but people will say that he groomed Panda
Bring
Lee
it
or
up.
that Panda was 17. Like,
Darich,
people point
whatever.
about the Darich stuff. So it's not even really true that far, Phil. Like, people say all sorts of stuff about you like that, Phil.
oh, I don't like Phil anymore. I don't like his content. That's never happened. It never will.
Hmm.
My worst
What?
days are behind me.
Is that really true, though, Phil? Because when you turn 50 years old, 55, 60 years old, and you're still sitting there, an ancient old man like we portrayed in the movie. Like, we didn't portray that you're going to stop begging for money on the internet. We just showed you what it's going to be like. You're going to be old, aching, decrepit, grumpy old Phil, begging and playing video games and building Legos and wearing Sonic hats and eating fast food. And that's going to be your life. It's only going to get more pathetic as time goes on, man. Like, whoa.
My best days are coming up. Honestly,
Those are
to
gonna be
honest with
your
you, I really
worst days,
believe
man.
that. things have turned around for me in a great positive way in the last year, and I'm very grateful for that.
You're welcome.
Thank us. You're welcome, buddy. Like, I love how the only way he can possibly ever have success is by riding our coattails. And then tries to go that, oh, no, they're riding my coats. Sure, Phil, sure.
I really am.
So said the GTA 7 joke was funny from the movie. Imagine at that time, that is when 7 comes out.
It comes out in 2067.
That would be incredible.
The IP bombs, the next one flops, and like the IP only gets revived on nostalgia in 40 years' time.
When people
That's
come out,
the thing,
oh, we're going to talk shit about...
Like, his best days are coming up. Like, Phil peaked in 2011. It's been downhill for Phil for over a decade, and look into his eyes. Look at how sad he is here, bro. This is grouch status, bro. He belongs in the fucking garbage can. Look at those eyebrows, man. That's a guy who, it looks like his mom just died in front of him or his dog just died. Like, it's existential horror on this guy's face as he's fucking coping. Like, he can't even put on a smiling, strong facade of confidence and success. He's just one moment away from a complete and utter mental breakdown.
Phil, we're going to do a special episode where we insult Phil and his wife and his family. Oh, we're
It's
going to do
not a special episode. It's a Tuesday.
We're going to do
Nobody's trying to cancel you, Phil. In fact, I've defended Phil's right to have a platform.
Yeah.
You know, like, no one's trying to cancel you, Phil. I tried to get you to be edgier than you are, Phil. Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Us canceling anyone? As if, bud.
You know?
Like, oh my God.
a documentary on Phil. We're going to do a fucking, parody episode of something on Phil.
Yeah, parody. Yes. Satire.
Yes, we did a parody
Yeah,
episode.
who cares?
You do. You're crashing out about it, man.
I don't. It doesn't affect me. Because here's the truth. No one who makes that content about me
Go ahead.
is doing it to affect me.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
I mean,
I don't know. Like, it affects your mind. Like, I do it to rape your mind, and it's clearly working. You know, the evidence is here. The proof's in the pudding. Like, what do you mean, to affect your money? Like, nobody can really do that. Like, it's up to the dented and demented whales like Ryan to decide whether or not you will continue to have income begging in your 50s and 60s.
Yo, front page, a kick. What up?
Yeah, I mean, take a sip every time he says it doesn't affect him. Take a drink. Like, the guy's lost it.
Want to know what they're doing? They're trying to milk mentally deficient people on the internet.
The self-aware... Phil, come on, man. Who's Jade? Who are the wheelchair crew that you've got, buddy? They're mentally deficient. That's right, Phil. Sure.
No, Ash,
sure thing, buddy.
The reason I laughed so hard is I didn't think he was talking about like super chatters. I thought he meant like the lolcows we make fun of. Like, did he just call himself mentally deficient?
I guess you're right.
You know what I mean? Like
he's mentally deficient.
That's what I took it as.
By the way, he's never negative and toxic, right? He's just calling people mentally deficient and mouth droolers and dunces. But that's chill and meaningful and positive, right, Philip?
Yeah, I'm sure the 7,000 positive comments on that movie, really, they're all retards. And the people, the 100 watching you are all brilliant.
Yeah, they're all astrophysicists. By the way, we got Pre-Dawn Corpse for a sub. Let's go.
Let's go.
Who live eternally on the internet. They have no life outside of the internet. All they do is sit on the internet and watch drama shit. They think it's important. They think it's meaningful.
No.
And they support it.
It is meaningful. It is in terms of entertainment. Like, people like our show and what we do because they can head to work and put it on, or you're playing games, put it on, or have fun.
Meaningful, Phil. Like, what, you playing Truck Simulator is meaningful? In what way?
Yeah, how?
Because he's like, well, I have social interactions with my chat. So does everyone, Phil. Go ahead. What makes your content particularly more meaningful than anyone else's? He has no real answer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In truth, none of that shit ever matters. It doesn't affect me at all. Look, I've been streaming for 2 days. Have the walls come down?
He streamed for 2 days. He's totally not affected in any way, guys.
Look at his chat. King of hate.
The cope session. Milk solid. They're milking a lol cow.
Have the walls come down?
So Phil's belief is the only way for him to lose is if his house falls down and he dies. And he believes that we're able to make that happen. And that we've just failed to be able to make it happen. It's like, Phil, like, are you okay?
Has the studio lit a flame? Hold on.
Look at this guy in his chat. Nerd Night. Bro, what are we doing?
You know, like, Phil, what are you doing, man?
What are we doing? I got it. I want to take off this belt. It's hurting my back. You look at this thing, though. It's fucking, this is crazy. That's like,
I know.
That's a quality
Buddy,
costume.
I got
bro.
like this is like a quality fucking utility belt.
Yeah,
buddy.
man. That's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Woo.
Oh, sorry. It was like digging into my back.
Ah! Oh no!
He's burning. He's suffering.
He's in hell.
Oh man, he thinks he's winning, but he's not.
That's actually funny. He's flailing.
Someone did a video about me. Ah! No!
But he
Okay,
has
that's a
acted
clip.
like that. Like if you go back to my DMs with Phil, he was panicking about the June the King documentary. What do I say? Is he going to bring up this? Is he going to bring up that? I'm really stressed. I got to react to it. I got to do something. So he does worry about this stuff. And this is all just a false front from Phil. It's sad.
No! 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 Not at all. No one cares. Literally, no one
Except you.
cares. All of my viewers.
Listen, the people who just wrote, that was really funny. Thanks for that, guys. That's all we wanted. We weren't trying to like change the needle. Change like move.
We're going to
needle?
move the needle
Move
on
what
Dark
needle?
Side.
The
Ridiculous,
needle,
Phil.
the needle is like where it always was and will be for the rest of time.
And supporters still like my content. They still like me.
No,
only people
Phil,
that care
no one
are dumb-
actually likes your content. No one actually likes you. What they like doing is having power over you and feeling like they can influence you and make you dance and make you sweat and make you squirm. Those are the whales that support you and why they do it, man. It's seriously, there's nobody who actually likes your content. That's just the facts, man. And you know that.
You know? Sorry, we just
mentally deficient morons who open their wallets and throw money at toxic people on the internet. It
Like
doesn't
you?
affect me at all. In fact, do you
Like,
want to know what?
Phil just describes himself. Like there's a bunch of wheelchairs who might open their wallet and throw money at a toxic streamer like Phil. Like the lack of self-awareness is insane.
That's why I become the target so often. Because people know we can actually attack DSP and it doesn't affect him at all.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, so it's
What's
a
the line of
victimless
logic?
crime then, I guess. So Phil, it's totally okay to make fun of you as much as we want then, because it doesn't affect you at all. That's good to know, Phil.
I don't get the logic.
Oh
I
man.
don't get what he's trying to
He's like, no, he thinks that everybody goes after him because they know it won't affect him. And so therefore he's chosen as the target because he's so strong that he can take it.
Phil,
He's the Dark Knight, you know?
Phil, everyone is A-logged on the internet. Surprise, surprise. Everyone has haters. Everyone has that. What you have, well, I mean, you do have
Well,
it.
he thinks that he's really unique and interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like he really thinks that it's like no one else has it. Like, no, there's all sorts of lolcows, Phil, like Wings and Boogie and Cyrax that, you know, have a dedicated audience of people that shit on them also. You're not unique.
He's never going to be beaten. He's never going to be canceled. People like him legit, you know, and so we can.
Oh,
This
man.
delusion, bud. This is delusional.
Just say a bunch of fucked up stuff about him, and we can milk the mentally deficient morons who hate him and make profits while he
Right,
just
so-
keeps on.
You must be mentally deficient to not like Phil, is what he's saying. Like, Phil, what are you talking about, man? You know, they're in chat like, come on, Phil. Nobody thinks that. What the fuck did you just say?
Oh
You know,
my
Calvin
God.
Klein in chat, you clearly care because you cried about the movie for the past 3 streaming days.
So I think they see it as like almost like a safe way to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's legitimately
is
people who
pretty
they could
safe,
attack and
like-
maybe it would ruin their lives. But for me,
What?
it doesn't affect me at all. I'm
Ruin people's lives. Like, why does he assume that people want to ruin lives or ruin his life?
It's stupid.
It's not really what this is about, Phil. Like, it just shows he's a fucking retard.
By
buddy.
the way, if in 10 minutes you say it doesn't affect me 14 times, it's affecting you.
Yeah, it obviously is affecting him.
Literally just
stop.
ignore us if you want, man. Like,
good. And I want you guys to understand that. Like I'm fine. So when I'm here
this is at like 18th, I'm fine.
streaming and people are like, "Are you aware that this is going on?" I'm like, I don't care. I'm fine.
Okay, it's
You
one
did it
more, I don't
again.
care. One more, I'm fine.
Man, I don't
Okay,
care.
I'm
I'm
fine,
fine.
I'm good, I'm
I'm
good.
happy. And this is in the movie. Like, we showed this, and he's showing that the movie was accurate again.
He's fine, by the way.
Don't ever worry about that shit. We got to worry about. There's a few things.
No one did.
What if I get burnt out? I don't ever want to get burnt out.
Well,
That's
okay.
What?
The thing is, Phil has nothing else to do with his life. If he didn't have this, he would just sit and stare at a fucking wall. Like, I don't know, maybe he'd go out to the street corners to fucking beg or scam a disability check. But like Phil is institutionalized. Like somebody who's been in prison, this is all he knows. And it's all he's ever going to know. He signed himself up for life to this begging daily until he fucking dies. And if something was to happen where he couldn't do this anymore, he would probably die very quickly. Like an old person that's lost their they retire,
spouse.
you know, like an old person that they lost their spouse or they finally retire and then like a week later they just die.
Yeah.
That's what would happen if Phil could no longer beg on the internet.
That's more important. That's a bigger worry to me than what is someone saying about me over here. Fucking white noise.
But you're obviously worried about it. Okay.
Right? I just want to make sure I don't get burnt out. I enjoy what I'm doing. You enjoy what I'm doing. I keep listening to what you're telling me.
Wait, don't get burnt out.
Oh,
you
man.
stream every day.
Yes.
Like,
and I told him to take more days off. And that's part of why he loses his mind like this, is because he's just so invested in the internet. And this is all that he knows 24/7, 365. And if he did take a vacation from time to time, then he might not be such a fucking lunatic that's detached from reality and living terminally online. But this Phil is Phil. And he's afraid. This is what it really comes down to. Phil talks about he's unstoppable, you know, that he's never going to lose his audience. Phil is worried that if he stops streaming for even a week or two or a month, that no one will watch anymore. No one would come back. That's what he's the most worried about. And that's why he's in that sweatshop every day, the digital sweatshop, begging. Because he knows if he goes away for a while, everybody's just going to move on.
Yeah.